Oh, welcome in. We're gonna wait a couple of moments and then we'll get started. Welcome. Good to see you guys. I went live about 30 minutes early. I know a lot of you guys are on the other side of the country. Or in different countries. So, hello. Welcome. Good to see you guys. We'll wait 2 more minutes and then we'll start. I'm gonna start with cleansing you guys of any negative energies and removing any negative cords first. Welcome in. How are all of you guys? Welcome. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm well. I got off of work at like 30 minutes early. It was actually pretty nice. That's one of the reasons I was able to go live about 30 minutes early. They let me go a little early. I was like, yay! Currently I am working as a tax receptionist. I apologize for my music being weird. I'm going to be learning how to do people's taxes at some point soon, but you know, pay the bills. It's actually kind of cool. When I got hired, I found out that my manager who hired me, the person who literally hired me, she's also a Reiki master. And she hired 2 of us we had our masters in Reiki. I thought that was really funny. And good evening. Hi, how are you guys? I'm just clearing away some old cords and negativity at the moment. I like to start off by cleansing you guys of any negative energies in the beginning. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. When we get to 2,000, I'm doing another Reiki giveaway. 3 of the people who comment on the announcement post will get a personalized 3... Where do you live? I live in Olympia, Washington. But they'll receive a personalized... Thank you for the follows, you guys. Oh my goodness. A 3-minute video personalized Reiki session. Eventually, once I figure out how to use, what do you call those? Video calls? Because I'm bad with electronics. I'll do sessions one-on-one as well. Oh, definitely. We can definitely do some general, flu and cold Reiki as well. Hopefully it helps. In Boston, nice. I love that. I hope you like it over there. I apologize for those who can hear my cat. She wants into the room. Thank you for the likes. $104, oh no. Idaho. I hope he feels better soon. I hope you do too. I can let her in. She might throw a tantrum if I try to bring her on camera, but if you guys want me to, I can grab her real quick. She might try to run away though when I go to grab her. Hi, welcome in. Possible. I do believe that they can. I don't believe all of them do. One example, my grandma had this one dog. Her name was Baby. I've actually seen her hanging around quite a lot. Thank you. I'm glad that it's peaceful. I try to make it as much as possible. You know, it's possible, but Princess likes to throw fits when it comes to the healing sessions that I do on her. Yeah, I'm going to do general body healing first, and then we're going to probably, because some people are actually experiencing a lot of like sickness right now, we're gonna go ahead and focus on relieving some of the tension and everything. It's very possible that she does visit you, I mean, and cats definitely. My dogs do the same thing though. Yeah. Okay. You might feel a little warm, or you might start feeling like your heart is going to be like pounding a little bit more. Bloodstone is for helping the circulatory system, so it will help bring a little bit more energy to that, which can help with body aches and pains. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys. When we get to 2,000 followers, I'll be doing another free Reiki video giveaway. I post every day, of course, but 3-minute personalized videos when we get to 2,000. Not for everyone, of course, but like 3 people will win that, and that'll be cool. I did it for when I got to 1,000, and I really like doing that. Eventually I'll offer one-on-one sessions. Oh, thank you so much. I used to get told a lot that I sound like a Disney princess, which made me laugh. I don't know if I agree with that, but I appreciate hearing that my voice is soothing. Thank you for the cat paws. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follows, you guys. Namaste. We're using Bloodstone for the circulatory system right now. And then I'm going to probably be switching into just actual, like, normal Reiki at the moment. Hey, welcome in. Good to see you. Yes, right before bed is the best one. How did you know that I was a Cancer? I am. I'm a Cancer sun, but I'm a Cap, Moon, and Rising. If that tells you about me. I feel like it tells you too much, but that's okay. Thank you for the likes. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Hopefully it's a good thing. Hey, Caroline! Welcome in! Maybe I just laugh. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for the follows. Oh, okay. So someone said that they were struggling with flu-like symptoms, so I'm gonna go ahead, thank you, and focus on that real quick. But I'm gonna do a full body scan for a second, so yeah. Like that. So it seems like today we're mostly going to be working on the upper chakras and then in the head space again. Some of you might be experiencing some anxiety right now. We'll go ahead and work on that too. Thank you guys for the follows. The incense smoke is hitting me directly in the face. You got too tired and ended up having to rest. I love that. Yeah, after Reiki, it's better to just like take it easy. I wouldn't have been able to either. I was like bedlocked after the last session. That was a really good session too. I think I passed out like immediately after. Or very soon. Oh no! Not the smoke alarm. If you guys start feeling a tightness in your throats, just kind of breathe through it, okay? There it is. I'm glad that you found me too. Have fun doing your homework and good luck with it. Thank you for the follow. Have a good one. If you're leaving, or you can just leave me on in the background, either way. You'll still receive Reiki either way. Well, as long as you accept. Thank you for the follow and the likes, you guys. I appreciate it. Right now we are using blue quartz to help with the throat chakra. A lot of you guys have seen, well, at least a couple of you have sore throats at the moment. I wanted to make sure I focus on helping with that. And then we're basically going to be moving back up into the head space. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you for the follows. That's so sweet. I honestly feel that on so many levels, but like mine has, you know when like the tip of your nose gets super like dry and like flaky? I dislike it incredibly, but I've been dealing with that. Thank you for the follow. For thyroid healing. Okay. Thank you for the follows, you guys. If you're feeling a tightness in your throat, please just breathe through it. You can breathe in for a count of 4, and then I can work on the headaches. So breathe in for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then breathe out with whatever feels comfortable. Thank you. I'll be moving back into the head space after the throat clears up just a little bit more. Welcome in, you guys. Okay. I'm still staying on the throat, but I'm switching to peacock ore. I feel like I'm tuning into like 5 individuals, but it could just be like 5 little collective energies. All of them have throat issues, but they're a little different. That would make sense. This one's also known for helping activate the third eye chakra. I think we're still in the very ending of Mercury retrograde, which does definitely not help with the, you know, Wi-Fi or any kind of electronics. Oh no. I'm glad that you used the word had there. I hope you're recovering quickly. Thank you for the follows, you guys. It has, for sure. Hey, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure what that imagery means, but I will have to meditate on that later. I know that men have an Adam's apple, but the image I saw was an apple in the throat. That was interesting. Yeah. Okay. That might be what it is. I was just a little confused. Aren't we all, though? Yeah, okay. I'm using amethyst for general pain relief at the moment. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Also, Spooky Spoon 420. I love your username. That is very cute. Thank you for the follows. I wouldn't. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. I love amethyst too. I don't really think it's basic, even in the slightest. Thank you. That's so nice. Yeah, everything is divine timing. I love it. Have a good night. Get some rest. I don't consider it a scam if you aren't getting paid in the first place. I do this because I love helping people. You know, everyone has the right to their opinions, of course, but if you don't believe in universal energy, then that's your own prerogative. It is sad, but you know, some people, everyone has their own beliefs and everyone's at their own place in life. Not everyone's gonna believe the same thing, and you can't force anyone to believe it. That would be very much like evangelical mindset. I don't really go for that kind of thing. Thank you for muting them. Thank you for the follows, you guys. I would agree with that statement. But, you know, part of the reason people end up actually hating on other people for that kind of thing in the first place is usually because they feel like they're missing something from their own. So an eclectic witch is a witch that practices multiple forms of witchcraft. In my case, it is basically kitchen witchery, green witchcraft, lunar and solar witchcraft, and things like that. Yes, hurt people, which is unfortunate, especially when those certain people aren't even trying to hurt them. Yeah, I mean, it basically means a little bit of everything. 4 years now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Please ignore her. I know it sounds bad, but I told her. Well, thank you for respecting my practice. I will never force my beliefs onto anyone else. Everyone is at their own walk of life, everyone is doing their own thing, and everyone has their own personal journey. I started witchcraft in order to help me with my mental health, and I know physical, that is extremely important. In my case, I paired the two together, and I found at a very horrible moment for me, and it was very difficult. But it helped me become who I am today, and I'm still healing every step of the way, and I am so grateful for being able to find what I have found. I'm so glad I can help you relax. In the broom closet? I'm definitely not in the broom closet. The only person in my household who does not know is my grandma, and that's because she is a Jehovah's Witness. You can see how that would be bad. Okay. Thank you guys for the likes. Yeah, the mental breakdowns with the spiritual awakenings, they can be really difficult, especially when you're at first. Eventually you get on to like the 17th or so time, and you're just like, oh, okay. You just go with it. At the moment, I'm actually working on grounding your energy because some of you are experiencing some, I would describe it as floaty feeling or like anxiety in some cases. If I miss any questions, I'm so sorry. I am trying to keep up. It kind of lags a little bit, and then all of them come in at once. Yeah. When I was really little, my family told me I was Christian, but I like never vibed with it. Nothing wrong with the deities that are in that religion, of course. Like, I don't personally have any issues with them. It was the people in the church that I had issues with, and they did not like me much. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad that you came in too. Okay. Mental sadness. Okay. So for that one, thank you for the shares. Oh my goodness. Right now we're going to be using pre-night to help with unconditional loving energy. A lot of you guys seem to be going through some things that are causing general sadness. That's the easiest terms that I can use. I don't want to say it's mental illness for everyone. Some of you are actually experiencing grief at the moment, which I am sorry if you've lost someone dear to you. That's never easy. Yes, I live right across the street from a train track. I did not realize it because I am like tone deaf to them. Um, I'm so sorry about that. Thank you guys for the follows. I have my window open. I never notice them anymore. It like makes my house shake and I'm just like, okay. No, you definitely heard it. Yeah, I believe that. Pubs, I'm so sorry for your loss. A lot of people do, and for the most part I do too, but when I'm walking down the road, I get a little startled when they decide to see me and then honk, you know, they honk their horn, and I'm like, oh, why? It's so loud. Yeah, literally. It literally is just casual ambiance. It's great. You know, when the house is shaking, it's a little like, oh, well, okay. It's like, hopefully it's not an earthquake, because I wouldn't notice. For those of you that can hear my cat, I am so sorry. You get used to it. Advice for new witches. Research, research, and more research. Meditation is also a good way to start. The easiest, welcome in. You're perfectly fine. I'm gonna be live for a little while longer. Yeah, I'm gonna be so excited to join your live. I always love joining your lives. I feel like I missed something there, but yeah, when I first started my practice, the easiest thing that I could suggest is starting with green witchcraft and then exploring into anything that basically catches your attention. I keep it in like this one position unless I'm specifically doing something with it. This is the hand that has the stronger energy, so I will push the energy through this one and through the crystal to you guys, which kind of amplifies it. Yeah, her lives literally every single time. Like, I don't know how to describe her energy in specific, but it's very sweet and comforting. I don't know what my energy feels like, but I feel like it's pretty chaotic. Could be wrong, I don't know. We love you so much, and I appreciate your lives so much. Oh my goodness. I feel like I can't express that enough in your comment section. Oh, that's actually really nice to hear. I'm over here thinking I'm like not very calming at all. Thank you. You guys can't see my aura from like any of this, but like it's kind of like a teal color, so I am kind of bright. Oh, well, I'm actually really glad to hear. Hey, Whisper. Oh, thank you guys. That's so nice. Thank you for the shares. It's so sweet. Yeah. I would be impressed if you could see my aura. My lighting is actually on teal right now. Yeah, so it's like a mixture of green and teal, and I actually have a picture of, like a painting of it. I had someone paint it, but there's also purple, of course. But yeah, I can delve into the chakras. Right at the moment, I am actually focusing on pain relief in the head. A lot of people are experiencing emotional pain and mental, like, negative thoughts, as well as migraines. So right now I'm focusing on like headache medicine, like basically headache energy. Yeah, purple. That's part of the aura. It very recently got more purple as I started delving a little bit more into my clair abilities. Yeah. Well, if you stand in front of either a white surface, a black surface, or in some cases, people worry with me on this one, but like just plain tan surface, it will, you can see it if you look into a mirror by the surfaces. Just stare on the very like outside of your body, and you'll, if you practice enough, you'll start seeing the first layer, but there's actually quite a few different layers, and eventually you just see the chakra colors. So everyone has all of the colors, but the main one closest to you is like your current emotional and like mental mindset, that kind of thing. No problem. As soon as you said you had a headache, I was like, I need to focus on that. Yeah. If you look near my head space, that's where you get most of the purple. And that seems to be the one most people pick up on. Yes. One of my favorite things about doing Reiki on myself is it helps with my, I have a severe stress response to the point where I get these like muscle knots that are like super huge, but it straight away like relaxes them, which is so nice. Yeah, I can also help with that. I do have a video for a little bit farther down on my page that helps with insomnia and helps induce sleep as well. So if you wanted to watch that on repeat as well, possible. Since everyone has every color, you might catch some that I wouldn't notice usually. Yeah, I was noticing some people are actually experiencing either grief or just I enjoy answering people's questions. One of my favorite things is to help with I want to make playlist so bad. It would help so many things. Plus my OCD would be so happy. But you know, TikTok. Anyways. But I like helping people and answering questions. I actually have an entire TikTok account separately where I teach witchcraft. How much longer am I on? I was gonna stay on for probably another hour, so you guys got me for quite a while. I've been trying to stay live for about an hour and a half because I can't work on as much of your energy if I am doing less than that, and I like to be a little thorough with it. Thank you for the follows. So it's Call Me Pluviophile. It's a little bit of a complicated name, if anyone can tag that. Otherwise, I'll create a post a little bit later today before I go to bed that tags that account. But that one I teach witchcraft and I can answer spiritual questions as well. Yeah, you got me for a while. Thank you for tagging it, guys. I appreciate it. I was just doing a series where I taught the different salts in witchcraft, but I'm always happy to help with questions. I've helped people get in contact with the angels, different deities as well. I do a bunch of different divination styles. I actually have an entire shelf filled with tarot, oracle, runes, and witchy books. I wouldn't say it affects anything badly. Reiki is all from source, and if you do it in alignment with the person's highest good, it's not going to hurt you whatsoever. It's just going to be kind of like an added bonus, because everyone has different energies. Pluviophile just means rain lover, or the lover of rain. I live in Washington State, and I absolutely love the rain so much. Yeah, I could definitely do that. When you're first setting up an altar, question, are you setting up a personal altar or an altar to a deity? In a lot of cases, you have to learn it on your own, which is why you have to... Sometimes you can't directly ask questions. Sometimes you have to figure it out. Personal altar. So I would start by getting yourself a oracle or tarot deck, whichever you feel more comfortable with. A pendulum. You can even just use a necklace for that. There's also a lot of other options. A lot of people will recommend a bunch of other things. I can make a video on that soon on my next day off, which will be another 4 or 5 days, so if you can be patient, I will write that down after the live, and then I will do that and make a video on beginner altar setups. Thank you for the follows. That will be on the other account, of course. So the Call Me Pluviophile one. Oh, we would have been very close. I'm not going to tell you how close, but very close. Thank you for the follows, you guys. And yeah, no problem. And feel free to ask me any questions in the comment sections of my videos on the other account. I am always happy to help with that. If it's like a super personal question, let me know and I will try to follow you back so that way I can receive your messages. Also, if I miss any comments, I apologize. Thank you guys for all of the gifts. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness, the finger hearts. I don't know how to do that this way. Someone pointed out to me the other day that I was getting old because I still do this when someone says to gesture for a phone, and now people like do this, and I'm just like, oh no. So spirit guides, I connect to them in a couple of different ways. You can either use divination, so in some cases oracle decks, tarot decks, other kinds of scrying tools, or you can meditate to meet them in like your just in your mental. Some people do astral projection. Don't ask me how to do that one. I cannot help you with that. I am bad at that. I know, it's so funny. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying, to be honest. But spirit guides. Oftentimes, because my third eye is open, what I will end up seeing visually when I connect to someone's guide is kind of like a door opening and then someone or something coming through. Thank you for the follow. It's very funny. At one point, one of them opened the door, so to speak, and they were just like, what the heck do you want? And I'm like, oh, I was like, they wanted a reading. And they're like, oh, cool. It was right. I was like, oh no. Thought he was in trouble. Turns out he was not angry. Oh, I have some funny stories. Definitely hydrate. It's so important. I know. They just wanted a reading, and he's just like, oh, okay. They got the reading. I don't know if they liked it, but they got a reading. They said it resonated, so that's good. The free readings that I do are general, or if you go to the link in my bio on my Etsy, I offer personalized readings. I try to keep them on the less expensive side. I don't like doing live readings because it just takes me a while to be able to talk about it, so each reading would be like 20 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bad at talking quickly. I end up like panicking myself when I try to talk super fast. It's something I'm working on. I have anxiety. Please don't bite anyone. Mostly when it comes to your psychic abilities, you want to start by meditation, and then slowly you'll start picking up on, oh my goodness, guys, no biting people, please. But no, so for your clear abilities, oh hey guys, it's 9/11 over here. That's Archangel Michael's number, if none of you knew about that. I know that a lot of people associate that with something really bad. So I apologize if I accidentally reminded you of that. I just associated with him, and it's 91 people in the chat, so that's funny. And 11, okay. Okay, well, I think that's funny. It was a national tragedy, which is why it's so sad, but also, you know, we all have associations with different things for it. When I realized it was his number, I was like, oh, people will not like that, but it's the case. I was talking about the time. But I did mention the event that happened as well for it. That's why people don't like the number. But it is his number. Yes, sorry, I got distracted. So for your clairs, I highly recommend Oh, I don't know who that is. Recommend starting with meditation. I'm just going to stay focused. I'm not going to read the comments for a second so I can actually answer your question. So I apologize if I miss anyone. Yes, he is. So starting with meditation, practicing, and then working on your third eye. If you're going for clairvoyance or anything like that, you want to work on that. Clairaudience, you want to work on your throat chakra, and also envision your ears getting really, really big. And then like try to control a pulsating in your eardrum. That is a great way to actually start working on your clairaudient abilities. And a lot of people don't know that one. That's one of my favorite meditations for that. But that one has been shut off a little bit for me, which happens, by the way. It's not going to always be your most active. At the beginning of my practice, clairaudience was my strongest one. Now it's actually clairvoyance and intuition. Thank you guys for the follows. Also, this one is Celestite. I'm using it to help raise your vibration and connect you to higher energies. So that would be angels, spirit guides, or your higher self, depending on what is in most alignment with you right now. Careful! Oh my goodness, I hope it wasn't too bad. I actually just had a bang on my door too, but I think someone slammed a different door. Gotta love that. Also, thank you for the follows, guys. I don't know if I actually said that. I got distracted. Welcome in, you guys. I love you too. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, clairaudience takes a lot of time. Valid. For my intuition, usually with me, my intuition is kind of like a gut feeling or just like an instinctual kind of thing. Like say I go into a place and I'm like, I don't like the vibe here, and I just leave, and then something bad happens and I'm like, oh, okay. Or like for instance, my intuition also works with my clairvoyance. So I'll be like sitting in bed and like doing Reiki, and then I'll be like completely away from my crystals, and I'll just see visually one of the crystals, and it's basically like my guides being like, you need that, get up and go get it. And I'm just like, oh, I'm lazy though. Clairaudience means the clair ability, so a psychic ability connected to hearing. So it's not a physical hearing of sounds being communicated to you, it's an internal one. So kind of like a background voice in your head that just kind of automatically talks to you. I don't know how else to explain that. Hopefully that kind of explained it. It's kind of like a voice in your head, and it's almost always calm. Sometimes they make jokes, just for the record. I work with Loki. He cracks jokes. But if you're hearing something that stresses you out or that scares you, you might be hearing your ego and fear response and not a clairaudient message. I want to let you guys know about that because at the beginning of my practice, I did not pay attention to that, and that got me into some issues. Yes. Someone keeps trying to get me to join lives with them, so I cannot see the comments at the moment. I apologize. For clairsentience, I work on meditation based around the third eye. If you're going to work with crystals, I would probably do amethyst, selenite, clear quartz, and moons. This is not moonstone. This is opalite. I would say moonstone. Apparently opalite too. Kind of. It can be kind of like that, but sometimes they sound different. Yes, it can sound like that. Sometimes you'll hear it as song messages. Like with Apollo, he'll just send you music sometimes. Things like that. And it'll usually be in correlation to things that you need to hear at that time. Yeah. Sometimes you'll hear the sounds of birds or other animals, or you'll just start thinking of a random animal. Things like that. Oh, I'm sorry your internet isn't behaving. I don't know if Reiki can help with that. Me and Caroline made that joke a while back. I don't remember which live that was. Crystals for beginners. The ones that I always recommend starting off with is going to be amethyst, rose quartz, black obsidian, smoky quartz if you have depression or any kind of mental illness, and then like selenite or satin spar. Trusting yourself is the first step, and the best way to start trusting yourself, to start doing the things that you like. Start being more creative and going out and doing things that you find fun. If you have to do them alone in order to actually enjoy them, then do that. It used to be for me, I couldn't focus on the things that I actually liked because I would bring people along who didn't enjoy those things. So it would always basically ruin the situation for me, and I would just end up stressed out and upset. And so I wasn't able to fully connect. And that was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn, because not every time you have someone with you, they're not always going to be good for you in that moment. That's a really hard one. Yeah. I have a lot of crystals too. Yes, grounding yourself is super important. I love working with my plants. You can't see them, but I have about 8 over here. I had to take one of them out of my room because he was dying. He needs it like 65 to 80 degree weather, and my room is like almost always cold. Yeah, I am, it's hard to tell sometimes, but I am an introvert, but I'm also very good with people. I also had a lot of practice working with people, so it's just a little difficult. Oh, I know. He's okay. I got him out of the room in time, but like it was getting to a point where he was turning a different color entirely, and I was like, that's not good. So I took him out and I repotted him into different soil. And he's in like the warmest place I could get him into at the moment. So I'm hoping he recovers quickly. I don't know why I call him a him. It's really funny because I named him Emerald. You would think I'd be calling them a she, but I just get masculine energy from him. Thank you. Not a person, thankfully. It is not very warm in Washington. It is very cold here. Until it gets into the summer lately. Then it's like in the hundreds, except for this last year. I was almost back to normal Washington weather. I am working on your guys' stress and anxiety at the moment. After this one, I'm going to hop into some rose quartz for self-loving energy. Oh, hey. Yeah, I lived in Washington my whole life, too, with an exception of like a couple of months. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am directly connected to your guys' energy. It was really funny. Someone asked me a question the other day about like how to open their heart chakra, and I was like, actually, you need to work on your root. Because their root was just super like locked up, and their heart was anxious because they couldn't ground themselves. Yeah. Moldavite is intense, but that's one of my favorite crystals, though I lost it like 3 months after I got it. I used to wear it every single day, and then the necklace broke while I was at my friend's house, and that sucked. You need to work on your sacral chakra. You might be lacking passion in your life, or you're having issues with self-confidence in a adult concept. Yeah, passion is a hard one. Someone else commented wanting me to read their energy. Could you comment again? Because I missed it. Self-confidence is so important. I actually have some spells going for self-love and self-confidence at the moment. I basically do that every single day, though. Even though I am fairly confident in myself now. That one, oh my goodness. I will do protection energy. I like to close out with that one. Okay. That was a lot of comments. Hold on. The Acelers, you were the one that I told you to work on the sacral. The Wild Commander. You need to work on your throat chakra. Like, a lot. Self-expression is a huge one for you. Roro, you need to work on your solar plexus. You might be needing some massive self-confidence and creativity. I'd probably recommend specifically for you citrine. Yeah. Julie, you need to work on your heart chakra. Specifically towards self-love. Similar to me, you would benefit from pre-night. Possibly. What is it? Just trying to laugh. Your solar plexus. Yeah, so rose quartz for you or pre-night? Being able to communicate effectively about what you want. A lot of people will say it's aligning with your higher self in the vocal section, so that way you can communicate your truest voice, not just the voice that you think everyone else wants you to do. I would recommend for the throat chakra peacock or blue quartz. Those are the ones that I usually go for, or sodalite. Also whisper. Your third eye. Also, you should do some tarot readings. Daniel? I think for you, I would actually work on your auric field rather than any chakras in that moment, because you're very blocked off energetically. Probably work on stress response and then cleansing. So you can either use Florida water mixed with water if you want to take a shower and just imagine all the negativity or cloudiness coming off of you. I just started actually sweeping away clouds, so that happened without me noticing. Anyways, love when that happens. And no problem, I love helping people. Tidis? What was your username? Teedless210, your third eye chakra needs, you need to work on that. But I think for you, it's more of trusting yourself and your intuition. I would probably just do it at some point, Whisper. Vacation. For you, I would work on both the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. Yes, so especially when associated with that subject matter, because I know how that goes, I would be working with carnelian, amethyst, grounding stones. So that would be obsidian. I would also recommend hematite. Not this time, Satan. I love your username, that's funny. So I was getting for you, so your throat chakra and then your sacral chakra. No, not sacral, solar plexus. Because I was seeing your throat, but I was seeing yellow. So you need to work on your confidence and expressing yourself. Willow? Your sacral chakra. Thank you for the feedback. I'm glad that I can help. Okay. Waxbox, brandy. Yeah, definitely your throat chakra, but also your root. Excuse my coughing. That actually kind of hurt. Okay. Alicia. Alicia, are you suffering from severe anxiety, dear? I would use rose quartz for self-love and also grounding stones. So in your case, maybe smoky quartz and black obsidian. Of course. Kadra, I would also work on your heart chakra. Like, very much so. So I've always been really good at reading energy, but thank you for the follow. I started, as soon as basically I got my Reiki masters, I kind of got a little bit more in tune, but I've been a psychic for like the last 3 years of my life, and so I've had a lot of practice with my intuition and my seeing. You're good. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. Thank you for the follows. Runa? Runa, I would... My brain just went carnelian immediately, but you need to work on your sacral and your solar plexus. So self-confidence in the context of general, with creativity involved, but also in your fertility type business. Radpel, I would definitely work on energy healing for your third eye. Basically, what I ended up seeing visually was like a staple in your third eye, if that helps. I wouldn't suggest forcing that out because that is a huge mistake. I would work on healing first. It might be that you at one point had abilities and you were shut down so harshly that you ended up having to pull back quite a bit. Actually, of course. Also, if I missed any comments, I'm now needing to focus a little bit, so give me a couple seconds, okay? If your legs start getting really warm, starting from your feet, don't be too surprised. Oh, thank you, Christopher. That's so sweet. Where did I put my bloodstone? Yeah. Yeah, so I started using the element of fire to help with heating that up. But we're also using bloodstone to help with circulation. Yeah. If you start getting too toasty, I'm sorry. Heat. Applying heat helps with inflammation. That's the only way that I can view it. But fire energy. One of the Reikis I have been attuned in is the elemental Reiki. So I can use the 5 different elements, technically, with that. I'm only using fire at the moment, and I haven't played around with earth energy too much, but I'm assuming that would be great for helping with grounding. Yeah. So my tarot readings are usually done through, so I basically make a Google document in complete detail. If your spirit guides come in or a deity comes through, I'll usually leave a little message for you as a side note. I know on one of the one of the ones that I have on it, I save 5 cards, but honestly, if they pop up with more than that, there's a good chance I'm gonna still do that. I'm really bad at telling the non-physical beings no for readings because it's messages that you need to hear. And I don't like charging too much when it comes to those because I want you guys to be able to get the messages that you need. Plus, you don't really, you can set boundaries. I'd set guidelines for them, but if it's 1 or 2 over, it's fine. Thank you guys for the follows. just so you guys know, when I reach 2,000 followers, I'm doing a 3-minute Reiki video giveaway. 3 individuals who say in the announcement video that they want or that they want to be in the raffle, they will receive the 3-minute videos. I did this for the 1,000. I'm gonna do it every 1,000 until we get to 10,000. Because my goal, one of my New Year's resolutions, so to speak, was to be able to, and you guys might laugh at this, it's a little embarrassing, but also not. I just really want to be able to help like 10,000 people by the end of the year. Maybe it seems a little silly, but that's something I really want to do. And I know than that, because not everyone who sees my videos are going to follow me, but being able to see that would make me really happy. It would just, thank you for the follows. Oh, I'm sure that I will. I'm just so excited about the idea. Yeah. Yes, fire Reiki. Thank you. Thank you guys for the follows. I'm gonna cry. Okay, don't cry. I'm on live. I can't cry. Oh, you guys. That's so sweet. Hold on. Okay, breathe. Thank you. At first I thought it was silly. Like, I'm a little embarrassed about it, but like... Oh my goodness. Oh, breathing. Oh, 111 in the chat. That's so cute. Okay. I'm using blue sandstone for general positivity now. That's true, but I'm an ugly crier. So, like, I have a box of tissues beside me always, just in case. You know that whole thing about cancers being crybabies? Most aren't. I am. I am a very genuine person. I don't like lying. I don't like being someone that I'm not. To the point that a lot of people just don't like me, and that's okay. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but yes. I'm always sitting here like, yeah, if you have to cry, it's okay. That's perfectly normal. And I love it when people express their emotions. I'm most definitely the kind of person who, if I see someone crying, I'm definitely going to like offer a hug and be like, hey, you can cry on my shoulder all day long. I'm right here. I let people vent to me all the time when I am capable of responding. I do have a lot of mental illness myself that I'm working on constantly, but you know how that goes. Yeah, it doesn't help that I'm also a Capricorn moon, so I'm really not the best at expressing it. I'm so glad it makes you feel better. Okay. Yeah, it's so hard to express the emotions sometimes. Yeah, so my emotions, up until I was the age of 20, I was really, really good at hiding my emotions, to the point where I was pretty much always smiling, but I was also always sleeping outside of, like, contact with other people. Yeah, so you get it. I think so too. Even as a kid, and this also might sound a little silly, but probably not because you guys seem to understand it. One of my biggest things, because of the traumas that I went through, I wanted to be able to help people heal and to be able to help others in any way that I possibly could, because I didn't want anyone to go through the same things that I did. Or at the very least, I wanted to help them heal from the things that they had to go through. And it could be really difficult. Yeah, emotions, they just kind of build up eventually and then they keep coming out. Yeah, one of the reasons I wanted to learn Reiki in the first place is because I wanted to help people with their mental health. But there's also so many other benefits of it. So what happened with me is I was in a 5-year abusive relationship. This was after all of the childhood trauma, of course. I have CPTSD. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's difficult. It is, yeah. We're all healing trauma all the time. But about 2 years into the relationship, I realized how toxic it was, and I was still convincing myself to stay because, you know, when you're traumatized and you love someone, you love them with everything that you have. But eventually I managed to it is exhausting. I managed to climb myself out of that, and eventually I started my healing journey. And here I am, about 4 years later. Yeah, in case you guys were here earlier, I started being a witch like the month after I broke up with my toxic ex. So that was funny. Um, it is a part of the human experience. You should never be afraid to express it. I certainly was for a very long time. I try not to let my emotions affect other people, but I still try to feel through them as much as I possibly can. Thank you. It has been a very hard journey, and I'm still not done yet. I recently have had, you know how when you're a child, sometimes when you go through something traumatic, you cover it up in your own mind so that way you can't remember it? Yeah, those have been coming up a lot lately. Oh, we must have started healing probably around the same time then. Definitely. Try to make sure that you focus on yourself first and foremost. If you think that that relationship can't help you or that it's really just hurting you, get out of it as soon as you can. That is one of the only ways. But some people will try to work through it in the relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're doing therapy and you're working through it in the way that you can. But make sure that you're putting yourself first and foremost. One thing my therapist always tells me, no one else is going to make you a priority. You have to do that for yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was around 2020 for me too. Oh no, so it was 2019 because it's been 4 years. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. If you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. It's okay. I don't know if I have another mod in here. I'll probably have to assign more mods, and that's okay. I don't know how to do that while we're on the live. I'm still kind of understanding how to work the electronics, to be honest. Is it under here? Comments. Yeah, I have no idea. But I can do that after the live vacation if you'd be willing. Hold their name. Yeah, I don't see that option. That's okay though. We are so connected. See, one thing about the universe is it will guide you to those who you need to be near. And I think that's really beautiful. And welcome in. Welcome to Reiki. I think that you can be live to create your mods. I'm just not very good with that. I know how to do it outside of it. Thank you. I'm glad that you love the energy here. Okay. We're gonna clear out some of the old negative energy at the moment because I feel like the earlier conversation might have triggered some people. So this will hopefully clear away some of the initial hurt as well as some of the past pain. Some scars are very deep and we can clean the surface, but in order sometimes to heal those things, we have to reopen them, and that can be extremely painful. It isn't always easiest. Good night. Sleep well. If I missed any comments, I apologize. I'll see you on your next live. Yeah, sending all of the love, you guys. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome in. I was using my selenite, but I'm going to be using my giant satin spark. I'm well, how are you? You probably heard my sister. Yeah, he's 17 inches long. At the moment, I'm clearing any energy that is not in alignment with your highest good, or that is causing you pain. That was a tickle. I am going to also go into... It is a mighty satin spar. I love this satin spar so much. I got it from Spirituality on TikTok. It's great. Thank you for following. But I'm gonna switch into amethyst now. No, you're fine. With general pain relief, and then I'm so glad that I can help you guys. Thank you for being here. Actually, we're not going to go into amethyst just yet. We're going to use smoky quartz for lifting anxiety and depression. Ooh, okay, yeah. So if you're feeling any pressure in the body, especially around the heart or the root, I want you to breathe through it, okay? Yes, everyone remember to hydrate. It's one of my specialties. I'm totally kidding. I don't read people's minds. I just can, like, hear their guides and, like, no, I don't know how to explain it. Can you imagine? I don't think I would want to read people's minds. Sometimes, though, you can just tell. Which, in a lot of cases, is a good thing. Some cases, not such a good thing. Ooh, it can be awkward sometimes. Especially when you can tell what someone's about to do before they do it, and you're just like, don't do that, and they're like, how did you know? Yes, water's important. Do you guys want to hear, like, a funny story about someone who tried to ask me out once? If you do, you can comment. Otherwise, I'll just leave it to myself. But that was interesting. You guys want to hear it? Yes. Okay, so it was back in high school, and this guy was going to ask me out. I kind of got, like, this nudging feeling that he was going to do something absolutely ridiculous. And I'm very much the kind of introvert that's like, don't cause a scene. He was about to get down on his knees, so I was like, don't you dare get on your knee or anything like that. And he's like, how did you know? Like, all like butt hurt that I called him out on it before he did it. I'm like, dude, if you had have done that, first and foremost, I would never have given you a chance. I would have literally cried and walked away. But I ended up dating him not very long though. We did not vibe. He was extremely uncomfortable of a person, but that's okay. Not everyone gets along. I told you so. That's so funny. Your guides. In order to do that, I would have to kind of disconnect to the Reiki because I can't quite do those ones at the same time. That's not something I have been able to do unless it's on an individual basis, in which case I ask your guides specifically to help guide me to what you need healing the most. In those moments, chances are I'm going to know exactly what your traumas are, and it's going to be very in-depth. I might end up having to call you out on some things, and you probably won't like it much, but it'll be healing. Yeah, not everyone's meant to get along. That is one thing I wish my younger self knew. I loved everyone so much, to my own detriment, all the time. I wanted people to love me just the same as I loved them, and that was never something that was going to happen. No one has the capacity to give all of themselves to others and still be able to actually receive the love that they need. Yeah, unfortunately a lot of people are like that. Especially people who identify or identified as an empath. I haven't actually started it yet. I need to figure out how to use Zoom or like Skype or something so that way I can set up appointments. But definitely, as soon as I'm able to. I thought about doing it on Etsy, but then I still have to like schedule the appointments out, and I feel like it'd be better to have set days, especially with me currently working like almost full-time on top of this. So give me a little bit of time. I'm going to work on it, and I will let you guys know as soon as I am able to do one-on-one bookings. But I would love to help you. For now, I'm just going to be doing group healing sessions like this, and hopefully it helps. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to be doing rose quartz for the time being, for loving energy, but I'm sending it into the auric field, not just the heart at this time. I'm glad you're interested in it. Yeah, I'm excited for it because then I can do super in-depth healing on you guys, and that'll be great. Yeah, I said that yesterday, but like with experimental Reiki, because they mentioned Reiki that felt like bubbles, and I was like, hold on, what if we? Because you can use elements in your Reiki healing. Like I used fire earlier, and everyone got warm. You can use water. So I was thinking, if you do that, and like I've used the energy of medication even in my Reiki healing before, so like acid reflux meditation type deal, or like ibuprofen in the mind, like understanding how that works. It's very weird how that can work, but you can like tap into the energy of that and how it benefits the human body, and then you can use it in your healing. Have a great night, and wonderful meeting you too. I know, I was so interested in the idea. I was like, hold on, bubble Reiki? But like for me, the idea was like encompassing you in a bubble. It's like when you take out a certain amount of energy from the body, like you pull forward the negative energy, and some of you may need to breathe through this, by the way. You pull the energy up into the part. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath and hold it for a few seconds, and then just breathe it out, and kind of repeat this for a little bit, okay? As many times as you feel necessary. You might feel a little bit of a buildup right here, but like all of the negativity, all of the stress, I'm pushing it into that spot, and I want you to just breathe it out, replacing it with positive, loving energy. Yeah, that's already clearing up quite a bit. If you feel like crying, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You're safe here. Thank you for following. Yes, nothing but love. One of my favorite things of doing Reiki is when I can feel an angel's energy nearby, but I can't pinpoint which one it is. Because you can tell that they're trying to help with it, but I can't ever tell. The only way I can describe this one is beauty. So I have an idea of who it might be, but yeah, definitely deep breaths, you guys. If you're making an escape plan from a toxic situation, one of the first steps is making sure that you have your finances in order. But if you can't, find a friend or family member who can take you in, and then go to them and leave the situation as fast as you can. Make sure your safety is put first, always. In the United States and some of the states, they do have services that can assist people who are in those kinds of situations. But you have to be very careful with those. Make sure you do a little bit of research. I would recommend, if you're needing to search for those things and you need to be able to get out, go to hang out with a friend or family member and like look it up at their house or in their service. And don't go back. Don't let them convince you. You're worth so much more than that. They will not. Not until they're forced to, and you will not be the one who does that. Which I dislike having to say, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I know I said just another hour, so I'd be getting off in 8 minutes, but I'm probably going to go for another 30 minutes after that. So technically you're getting a 2-hour session. I've been thinking of helping you guys like literally all day. Ever since I woke up this morning, I was like, I get off work and I get to go live and be able to do Reiki on people. It was like one of the longest work days, even though I like my job. Yeah. I'm always glad to help. Oh no. I'm sorry you're having to go through that. It's one of the hardest situations too, because in those situations your only option is to leave. And if they're still going to take their side, you might have to let them go for a while too, until they can understand why they were wrong. Or until you have the chance to heal and explain to them why they were wrong. You're good. One of our viewers is currently in a toxic relationship and they are needing to get themselves out of it. I say toxic in a sense of trying to make it sound less bad, but it's bad. Yeah. Thank you for following. And also thank you for being here, you guys. Have a good night. Thank you for the follows, you guys. Actually, I can kind of understand what you're talking about with that. I'm using fire energy, but with one of the ways that I ground, I send my roots into the center of the earth and pull up golden energy from the center to help with grounding and healing. But also, I felt an angel nearby at some point recently. I don't know which one exactly at the moment, but they could be sending energy too. Thank you for following. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm just happy to help you guys. This was one of the things that I wanted to do for a very long time. If you guys are experiencing some deep stress responses, please breathe through it. Deep breaths. If you can take some deep breaths, I want you to breathe in for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then breathe out with whatever way is comfortable. If you are asking how to ground yourself, some of the good ways of it, if you're in a warm climate, or if you're in a cold climate and can handle it, going outside barefoot and just sitting in the grass, or like walking in the grass for like 15 minutes a day, meditation, working with plants. So you can raise plants, you could raise crops if you like gardening, or if you want to plant flowers. I'm just gonna focus on working through that stress response real quick, you guys. Just give me a second. We're actually gonna switch to amethyst for this one. So for meditation, usually for me, I will end up doing it in a way of sitting down, grounding myself. When I do it, I like to focus up here and drag the energy down all the way to my feet and then drag it back up after I do my initial energy grounding. and then I'll just breathe and listen to meditation music. And if I have a certain question I want an answer to, I will sit there and listen, and whatever thoughts come up, I will acknowledge them and let them go unless it seems like it is correlation with what I am trying to work through. Unlike what most people say, clearing your mind about all of your thoughts, if it's in relation to what you're worried about, the best way to do it is to actually think about it, challenge the intrusive thoughts, and let them go in the best way you can, and that sometimes looks like crying. And one of my meditation sessions, not recently, I literally ended up crying under a tree for like 3 hours. Yes, I'm a Cancer. I make that joke probably too much, but it is true. But if you can't sit still when you are meditating, you can also meditate through dance, through knitting, crocheting, arts and crafts, coloring, writing, etc. With the writing, you just basically write down whatever comes to mind. It's kind of like venting on paper. Yes, breath work is definitely a good way to start. Yes, ignoring the emotions make them so much worse. It's a great way to meditate. It's also a great way to tap into your intuition, because you're at a point where you're comfortable and you can experience more joy. So in that process, you end up tapping into your intuition, that like joyful, happy feeling. You're being like, I know what I want to do. That feeling is also a part of your intuition. It can be, and it's so good for you. Crying, I mean. But make sure you hydrate afterwards and, you know, do self-care. Okay. We're gonna work on grounding right now with some black tourmaline. Thank you for the follow. And for all the likes, you guys. Dang, 22.3K. Wow. Oh, it's morning where you are? I love that. See, that's a good way to do it too. You can also vent your feelings onto paper and then burn them and watch them be released into source so it can be transmuted into loving energy. Or if you want to be spicy with it, you can use your anger and create an energy ball and then use it as a protection. So that way when someone decides to send you negative energy, they get hit by that anger. Little fun fact that isn't so sweet. Thank you for following. But you get protection and people get their karma. I'm just saying. I actually very recently found out how to do that one. It was pretty funny. I would agree. Yeah, it's kind of like a returned cinder, but it's an energy ball. Another way to look at it, if you don't understand it as energy ball, what I did as a kid before I understood really what I was doing was at nighttime when I got scared because I had night terrors and all that, I would basically envision an energy force field around myself, and I would energetically create a force field. Later found out that it's called light shielding, and you know, so that's funny. I love how as little kids we do these little things that are super intuitive, and then we find out what they are later. Like I used to sing, not speak, in light language, and then like I did the light shielding. That was so funny. Oh yeah, I don't really have much thoughts, to be honest, going on in my head, but thank you for the follows, you guys. I don't know what you read. It's mostly just kind of like inner child stuff at the moment. And wanting to heal you guys. Focusing mostly on grounding. But I am going to do a quick scan of your energy. Most of you are fairly cleared up, but I can definitely sense some energy needing to be worked on in your sacrals, and then a lot of you are getting called like right here. So some of you either, I don't think it's directly associated with your third eye in that case, so maybe either intrusive thoughts or like a sinus issue? Baby? So baby, you just straight up need to work on your crown chakra. I would use clear quartz or selenite for that one. Your stomach and throat. Thank you for the follow, you guys, and for the gifts. That's so sweet. Hi, welcome in. I wouldn't say your third eye is blocked so much as calloused over. So you know how when you wake up sometimes you've got the eye crusties? Kind of think of that by like similar to pink eye, but not for like that purpose. It's just like rusted shut. I would work on healing it, and if you're going to do energy work on yourself, kind of just picture lightly rubbing away the sand from your eye. Yeah, that's very true though. Yeah, I'm sorry you've been emotionally exhausted. Where did I put that one? 2 seconds. I almost didn't know where my crocodile jasper was. In your sinuses. Okay, after this one we'll work on cleaning the sinuses out a little bit again. I did that close to the beginning of the live, but that was about an hour and a half ago. Welcome in. I'm glad that I can help. Your stomach and sinuses. Sounds like everyone's having flu-like symptoms. I was working on that at the very beginning too. Thank you for following and for the gifts. That's so sweet. Okay. Oh wow. I do have a video earlier up on my page for insomnia too, if you guys need it. But at the very end of my live, in about 25 minutes, I will do some sleep Reiki. I'll let you guys know though, so for those of you who are just starting your day, I don't put you to sleep at the very beginning of it. Yes. I apologize. I actually don't have any moderators in the chat at this moment. Vacation, I will be adding you as a moderator after this. Thank you for the follow. If you're going for evil eye protection, you're going to have the blue Nazar. I don't know what all of them mean, but I know that the blue one, you'll see it in the background over here. That one is specifically to help prevent and protect against the evil eye and jinxes. Thank you for the likes, you guys. So not so fun fact, this crystal actually cut me earlier, but I'm feeling like we need this, so we're gonna use clear quartz to help clear away some of the pressure within your body at the moment. I'm always happy to help, you guys. I was just telling everyone how excited I was to be here earlier. I woke up this morning, I was like, I get to go live today to help people. I get ridiculous when it comes to that. I'm just sitting here like, I just want to be able to do it. I love being here. Most of you guys are so kind. Yeah, we get the occasional troll, but or just people who don't understand things the way that other people do. You know, everyone has their own like walks of life and everything. But so while some of you guys are actually going through... Have a good night. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I can help. Some of you guys are definitely going through like the flu-like symptoms, but a lot of you at the moment have that plus like a stress response. So like anxiety. Some of them are just doing it to be funny, because sometimes trolls are just like... They just really want the attention. No, I wouldn't say so. I do spell baths all the time, so I can add my crystals into it. Just make sure that they're water safe. You don't want to put like malachite or like fluorite in your water. A headache? This is obsidian. Thank you. I don't think I actually said that. I think I just kind of grabbed it and started working. I do that sometimes. I get very into the whole focused on healing thing, and like I'll read your comments and I can't tell you what I'm doing in those moments because I'm distracted. Thank you for the follow. Oh, that's impressive. I actually have a lot of black crystals, so the fact that you knew it was this one, that is actually really cool. Is it really? See, I was always under the impression that you shouldn't put it in water, but I could be incorrect on that. But this is also why we always do our own research. I'll look into it again after this. Thank you for that. I will look into it again. Because if it is safe to go in water, I'm probably going to do that. I don't know what gave me the impression it wasn't, though. It's never a bad thing to mess up occasionally. Sometimes we all have our own lessons that we have to learn too, and then mistakes happen, and that's how we learn and grow. I try not to give anyone false information. I was just under the impression that it was not water safe. Okay. Oh no, I know. I figured it wasn't judgmental. Thank you. I'm so glad. For your acid reflux, I actually can do that. Yeah, Google for sure. Give me 1 second and I'll go into digestive and nausea Reiki for the acid reflux relation. Ooh. I just hit my elbow. Yeah. So I was noticing, so I was trying to connect your energy, like your root chakra, up into your soul star chakra, and there was like a huge block, like right around your head space. So I needed to, not so for long term, that makes sense, kind of get into that and remove that block that was there. That should be slightly better. I'm gonna kind of work upwards. Okay, yeah. If you guys feel a little bit cold, don't be too surprised. Oh, warming up, interesting. Yes, so fun fact, there's actually over 113 chakras, but people only ever talk about the main 7 within the body. But you have tons outside of the body, and then most of your nervous system is connected to chakra systems, which most people don't talk about. You have to like read very in depth in order to be able to learn about those, and I still don't know all of them myself. I just know that they exist. Okay, so some of you are heating up, some of you are getting cold. Yeah, I was like, I'm feeling the cold energy. I was using fire Reiki earlier, but this one's more associated with air. Yeah. So, okay, cool. I'm glad that that helped with the sinuses too. I was trying to figure out what it was, because I was working on the sinus pressure, but it was actually that massive cloud that I needed to remove. You can do physical or for emotional. I usually focus more on the emotional, but physical pain and ailments can actually affect your mental too. I'm just gonna focus on this for a second. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling the grief energy again, so if anyone is experiencing loss at this moment or has very recently, I am sorry for your loss. Make sure you're breathing. It is okay to cry, and this is a safe space. Yeah. It's okay to cry, you guys. Oh, definitely. And your mental health can actually cause physical ailments. I used to be sick all the time, and then no one could ever figure out what was wrong with me. And as I started to work on my mental health more, I realized that my sickness started easing up a little bit more too. I was sick less often, and everything too. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use pre-night at this time. I know I said I was going to work on the acid reflux, and I promise I will get into that. Thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, it really does affect your body in such crazy ways. Of course. Thank you guys for the ice cream cone. That's so cute. If the music just stopped, my computer just like decided to die on me. That is okay. We have another 15 minutes before I hop off. Right now we're focusing on the heart for the energy. Yeah, definitely get some sleep and make sure everyone is drinking water, okay? The healing journey starts in different ways for everybody. It's just a matter of you wanting to start, and then sometimes therapy, or if you look into shadow work, Sometimes divination can help you figure out what it is exactly you need to be working on. And also, I'm working on the acid reflux and nausea now, so for those who are experiencing that. Some of you might feel the urge to burp. Sorry if the lack of music is awkward. It literally died on me. I'm glad you like it. I enjoy healing you guys the best that I can. Yes, it's yellow jasper. I very much vibe with the jaspers. I have quite a few, but not enough. It's never enough. Yeah, no, I felt it like build up, and I was like, someone's burping. Thank you. One of my favorite tapestries, which ironically, I bought all of my tapestries around the same time, and they all end up connecting into each other. Like, two of them have trees. Ow. Okay, some of you guys are experiencing throat chakra issues. I feel that though. It's the flu symptoms again. That is actually so funny. I love doing Reiki on animals specifically. In case you guys didn't know, that is a thing, animal Reiki. You can also do it on your plants, which is helpful, but I try to avoid doing it in the, I'm getting all raspy now. I try to avoid doing it on my plants too much, unless they definitely need it, because I don't want to overwhelm my plants. I do talk to them though. Yeah, this one is a huge one for the solar plexus too, yellow jasper. But it also helps with stomach issues, digestive issues, and in some cases it can make you have to use the bathroom, as a fair heads up to some of you. Thank you for the follows, you guys, and welcome in. We have another 10 minutes and then I have to hop off, you guys. I am going to be trying to go live every Tuesday and every Friday. If I have days off where I have the capability of going on earlier, I will do that probably too. This is the only piece I have. I used to have more, but I don't know what happened to them. But yeah, okay. So hopefully that helped with the acid reflux a little bit. I'm going to work on the throat because that one's really intense. Like, I can physically feel it. Usually it's just like a hint, or like I'm seeing the color, like clouded energy around that, but so on average, on the days that I have scheduled to do with my lives, it would be 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're in Eastern US, I don't know why I got really dizzy there. Some of you guys might be needing to ground as well. That one, that would be like midnight if I'm doing 9. I got on half an hour early because I got off work early, but yeah. So this is distance Reiki. We send energy healing down through the basically through the phone to you. I can only describe it as source energy can affect anywhere in the world so long as it is consented and you are willing to receive it. But we do have certain symbols that we use in order to send you guys distance Reiki from a long distance. I do have a distance symbol that I have to use. Otherwise, it is only close proximity. In some places, people use close contact or physical contact Reiki. I am not a super touchy person, so I prefer to do distance Reiki even when I'm in person. Like, occasionally, if I have to, I'm willing to, like, work on the heart chakra close up, but, like, it'll be through the back. That kind of deal. But not everyone is uncomfortable with that kind of thing. I just prefer to do it at a distance. Yeah, midnight in Eastern Washington, exactly. Hopefully this is clearing up a bit of the throat. I'm also going to do a quick little energy cleanse, removing all of the negative clouds. You might feel some pulls in the sacral chakra, it feels like, so your lower stomach. 7 a.m. in Italy. You got the morning. Nice. I noticed like 4% of my followers are actually from Germany, so that's really cool. Thank you for the ice cream cone and the follow, you guys. Sometimes that happens. The thing about Reiki, even if I'm focusing on one specific area, it'll focus on the area you need the most, especially if you, at the beginning of the session or whenever you hop in, you put in the intention of receiving it somewhere. Even if you do it unconsciously, you'll receive Reiki for that spot, which is really nice, especially when you specifically need it on a certain spot. Ooh, that actually kind of hurts. If you're feeling a pressure in your chest, please breathe through it. Deep breaths. Yeah, I was like, that's a bit of a pinching feeling almost. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Definitely take deep breaths. You're completely safe here. Tingling. Thank you for the follows, you guys. He's not even Italian. That's so funny. I'm glad. No, you can sit in whatever position is comfortable to you. You could even honestly fall asleep and you would still be receiving Reiki as long as you accepted it. And you don't have to say anything like, I accept. You just have to be like breathing and like open to receiving the energy. You don't have to say anything in specific. You just have to be open to it. Be like, yeah, I'm cool with this. And then you'll receive the Reiki. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I don't know if I mentioned it to the group that are in here, but some of you probably heard. After I reach 2,000 followers on the account, and every 1,000 I make up until I get to 10,000, I'm going to be doing a 3-minute Reiki video giveaway to 3 individuals who comment on the announcement posts that I make. And every 1,000 I will be making that announcement post. And those individuals who are selected through a spinner wheel will receive a 3-minute Reiki session video. It's like a personalized video where I read your energy. Yeah, I love doing it because I love helping you guys. Plus, it helps me reach my goal of wanting to help 10,000 of you, even if it seems a little silly to some people. That's kind of like one of my New Year's resolution. And I know technically I'm helping more than 10,000 people because not everyone who sees my page is going to follow me, and I'm okay with that. But I think it would be really cool to be like, I help this many people, like, and be able to like measure that. That makes me very happy. It might sound a little silly, but that's a goal of mine. Okay. Yes, black kyanite. Another one that feels scratchy is desert rose. I think it's also called gypsum. This one is also great for grounding. I like using the black kyanite for cutting old cords, and this one is good for cleansing and grounding. It's actually related to satin spar, funnily enough. They look nothing alike, but it feels very similar, except this one's more loving, if that makes sense. Thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, I actually have a huge one too. When my grandfather passed away, he actually gave me, well, he didn't give it to me, my father did, but like an entire collection of huge crystals that I can't really use in my sessions because of how big they are. I cannot lift them very much. No, you're fine. It's a perfectly valid question. So, Reiki is a type of energy cleansing or healing. In my case, I use it for cleansing, healing, and a bunch of other things, honestly. You can even use it to infuse energy into items that you carry around. It's a good way of making talismans, so to speak. But basically, you use it for any kind of healing, and it's basically tapping into source energy, if you guys believe that, which I do. Some people will also know it as divinity energy and things like that, and utilizing it for the good of healing. Thank you for following, you guys. And I think someone said, how do you do distance healing? We have a certain, if you're a Reiki specialist, you have certain symbols to use, and they can help you with healing at a distance. But because life source is everywhere and energy is everywhere, you can receive it no matter where you are, so long as you are open to it and you have someone who's doing it in your highest alignment. You just have to be completely open to it. I actually don't know who that is, but I am going to take it as a compliment. Thank you. Alright guys, so I'm off in 2 minutes. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do energy protection on you guys. I'm going to do another quick cleanse, and then we are going to do a energy protection. I'm going to use both bloodstone and black tourmaline. You just basically have to relax and be okay with receiving the energy. So another quick cleansing. Thank you guys for the follows. I will go live again on Friday, and I will post the day before to remind you. I think you can also set up reminders, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that because I'm not very good at technology. Still working on that. I will have to look into the Hansen necklace because I'm going to be completely honest. I am not sure off the top of my head what that is. I like to cleanse the energy before, because if I try to protect your energy before that, all of the negative energy that is around you or on you will actually get trapped on you, and it can actually cause in my case, it has caused negative responses to my mental health and or physical health, and I do not want that for you guys. So I always cleanse before protecting. Oh, I will look into that. Thank you. Oh, it's the hand with the eyeball. I am still learning all of the names. I have a Nazar up here, but I have my own different symbols and beliefs that I follow. I am still looking into everyone else's too, for respect reasons, but I am not sure what I was talking about at this moment. I'm sorry. I'm going to get into protection of your energy now, okay? We're going to start with black tourmaline. Perfect. And now bloodstone. In case you guys don't know, this one is also known as the warrior stone. And it is great for complete protection against negative energies and entities that have malicious intention towards you. It is honestly also very good at circulating your blood and helping with the circulatory system. It's also a good grounding stone. Some of you might feel a little bit warm with this one, okay? You can just relax. You could even do other things and this, to like even just distract yourself at the same time. Thank you guys. I'm so glad that you guys could make it in. I'm so glad that I could help you. Me too. Bloodstone is one of my favorites. I wear it all the time. All right, guys, that's all I got for tonight. I have to work tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Be safe. Make sure you guys are drinking water. That's extremely important. And then I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I will catch you on Friday or whenever you guys see my TikToks. Bye. I hope you guys have a great night or day.